Welcome to my showcase. Zepholen is so OP.
Moving on to the set, we have 200 speed to be as fast as possible without nimble. And with one search, we also be very nimble too long, which is good. And we also speed creep nimble to 100 equal unit. Because even start threatens you. But you can also run nimble, which would be variable because dropping your defense on Zepholen is kind of gimmicky. So, and you can also run provoke instead of stretch, which also works. Very smart to run range attack as hard as possible. Raging Howl seems kind of lacking on Zepholen. 40 energy plus it's just a good energy. Gives you 260 at level 50, meaning you can 2 mass battles, 4 resonates. It's just a good energy. 60 health is leftovers. You have 4 extra TPs. Hopping into the battle, he leads Himber. I also lead Himber. So what I plan to do here is I want to get icicle traps up as soon as possible. So I guess icicle traps. I assume he's gonna click Yeti's or after something. But surprisingly, he was quick punch, and I was like, that's not gonna do much damage, bro. Himber's melee defense is just crazy high, and his health status so high. So I go Ventation just to force this thing out. But he also sets up his own icicle traps, which was alright, I guess. I was in a strong position because he had swap out. I just had to click Battering Ram just to catch anything that wants to swap in. And plus, water bug coverage is pretty good, so I decided to click Battering Ram. Probably expected me to click Geyser to burn the timber, but no. In fact, he goes with Whipple Drift. Like, surprisingly, but that's not a bad play. But I got the right prediction, I guess. So that's what Whipple Drift ran. I actually thought it was Survivor because Whipple Drift has a pretty decent melee defense stat. Ikazune comes in here, and this thing kind of threatens my team, actually. So I decided to go Eruptodon. Just to also get rid of icicle traps and starting out with Muzzbladder. And I can definitely take anything this thing throws at me. So you have to go for Fire Breath, which was surprising because I could have easily Geyser that would have most likely OHKO'd Ikazune because bad defense. So I just have to Fire Breath here to catch anything that wants to swap into Muzzbladder, which is, I don't know. I don't really know honestly, I forgot. But he clicks Flash and Flee, surprisingly not Energy Surge like the normal set, but Pivot Ikazune is pretty good, to be honest. So he decides to go Blowtox, and I was like, Blowtox? Like that, this is a crazy play to me. So he gets Fire Breath, doesn't do not very effective, but look how much damage that did. Like that's a lot. So I have Muscle Ladder here, never to not see. He clicks Poison. He outsped me, but I don't have much speed investment in Eruptodon. So I Muscle Laddered. Now I definitely outspeed him. So he was in the range for Fire Breath, so I just clicked it anyways, and I also tried to catch something. So he decided to what's the timer? He decided to swap it to Himber, and I was like, okay, let's get to do some good damage because I'm Pyro. But it actually OHKO'd Himber, and I was actually surprised because I'm not Fire Essence or anything. I'm just very smart, but very smart Pyro. Hits super hard, but I didn't think I'll OHKO Himber though. When I goes back into Blowtox, I would assume he would rejuvenate here. So I just Fire Breath. Probably just chip it down a little bit. Fire Breath. It does good damage because everyone hits super hard. Now I just click Fire Breath again. Rejuvenate. I click Fire Breath just to catch anything, but I think it would have been better if I clicked Muscle Ladder. So I would have two-shotted this. Eruptodon goes down. I think I want to get Zepholen in here because Zepholen could definitely just clean up. I also have the same personality as Zepholen, and Eruptodon has the same personality. Now I go into Zepholen here just to clean up the game. So I thought I'll speed Blowtox here, and I clicked Resonate because I would do more damage because of Stab, Air Essence, Turbulence. So I decided to click Resonate, and it actually outsped me, which means that it will probably be a speed tie because most Blowtox are around 37 speed, which is my speed tier, which is my speed. So it'll probably be a speed tie. Now he goes Eagle in here. And I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to show what Zepholen can do with the set, because it barely creeps Ikuline. Ikuline has a 136 with nimble max speed. So I Oko Ikuline here, and I wonder what his last Loomian was, and I was kind of worried of what it could be. So it takes a bit of time to check what Loomian it is, or I don't know. It's Metasode, so I was like, I'm not gonna Oko this thing. It resists error, but I have Must Glider. Must has good coverage. It needs a better Earth type move, to be honest. Our Must Glider does good damage. It doesn't even do half though, because Metasode's kind of pretty bulky. Cycle Slap takes me out. So Zepholen down. So I wanted to go Ferroglyph here just to flex my PvP. Not really flex it, but like it's my new PvP. So I was like, Dark Surge, this thing's gonna go down. But to my surprise, this thing actually lived it. Like, bro, how do you live Dark Surge? And I was just salty, man. And so I think it was specialization, double specialization. So I go Ventation here. I actually just went Ventation and Himber. They all outspeed the episode, and two of them would have done the job. Okay, well, that's the first battle. Now I have a treat for you guys today. We have two battles today. This one is a little bit shorter though. So he leads Zepholen, and I lead Joltooth. I finally charted my Joltooth and TP trained it up. So I like renewed it, I guess. So we stayed after he got a boast drop, and I was surprised. I just clicked Primal Slash just for damage. I clicked Thunderclap just to catch anything. If he wants to swap out, ambush, always ambush. So he maybe he's thinking about swapping out. See what Zepholen does, yes. Okay, swaps out into Cephalops, and I was like, man, this thing's gonna get dropped. And I Oko'd it. Normally wouldn't Oko Cephalops, but it'd be very close. Like normally, I think the Overdrive one Okos Overdrive Electric Essence, the basic set. Usually Oko Cephalops, but here comes the Ludrix, and I was like, that Ludrix. But this thing's gonna kill two Ludrix, man. Two. I was joking about. Okay, Thunderclap demolishes the Ludrix. No chance, out of here. And it's also a melee Ludrix, which is surprising. I think I should go over one too. Now Trumbull comes in, and I was like, this is a good time to go Zepholen. But I mean, the outcome came out pretty alright, but do not do this. I literally got, bro, that's so much damage. That's if it's quick bounce like mine, that thing would destroy me. It clicks Tone Barrier, which is unusual to see in Trumbull. So I take a bit of chip damage from Tone Barrier, and I was like, I didn't know if it was a Oko Trumbull because Trumble's kind of bulky, but man, I critted it, so reassured. So I do think it would. Actually, I think I wouldn't Oko it at that rate. Cause Trumble's like super bulky, so it's a bulky super. After your gun comes out, I was like, I can't Oko this thing, but I'll make it very low, like super low. So I hit it, does massive damage. Now if this thing gets a Raging Howl, it's gonna be destruction, man. I think Nimble would be like probably better, man, though. So I go Gobademic just to kind of clean up the game. Muck Blast. Just to try to get rid of the upsurge gun. He lets upsurge gun go down. Maybe clicked Earthquake or something. But nah, I think I was not living that. Now Zepholen comes back out. It's low, it's chipped, and I'm pretty fast. So Muck Blast. Take out Zepholen. If you enjoyed this video, you could like, you could subscribe, and you could join my Discord if you would like to.